Spurs to beat Arsenal in the North London derby so that Arsenal can bottle that league, and also to make world football peaceful this weekend. I need that. Hey guys, it's match week 27 and it's time for predictions. First up, we have Aston Villa versus Leeds. Guys, I am very apprehensive when it comes to Aston Villa because they have been underwhelming. I have not been expecting some of the performances that we have seen from Aston Villa. For a team of their quality and where they are on the table, to have 2 wins in the last 5 games is diabolical. However, because they're playing at home and they're playing Leeds that are 15th, despite what Leeds managed to do with Chelsea, which I'm going to negate that because Chelsea versus Leeds is a rivalry. So they took that one very seriously. I will give Aston Villa the W and say 2-1 to Aston Villa. Brentford versus Brighton. I see yet another 2-1 win here, but this time for Brentford. However, I will not be shocked if this resulted in a draw. And please do put a draw somewhere in there for this game. A 3-1 win for Chelsea against Burnley. Unfortunately, I can't give them a clean sheet. Not as yet. I don't trust them as yet. West Ham versus Bournemouth is not as straightforward as it seems because a lot of people could just give Bournemouth the W because they have a better form and they're higher up on the table than West Ham. However, West Ham have not lost to Bournemouth since 2019 in all competitions. And any person that knows ball knows that this is the worst time to play a team that is facing relegation because they play like prime Barcelona to avoid relegation, right? So I'm going to say 1-1. If Bournemouth win, I won't be shocked because they are the better team on paper and in terms of form. But if West Ham win, I also won't be shocked because that is what we should be expecting from West Ham, guys. They have been looking really good. 2-1 for Man City against Newcastle and a 1-1 draw for Crystal Palace against Wolves. I would be giving Liverpool the W here if they were playing at home, but it's Nottingham Forest and in the past 5 games they have 3 draws. One of those draws being a 0-0 draw against Arsenal of all teams. And again, Nottingham Forest is also one of those teams that are fighting relegation. So I'm going to say 1-1. Guys, I'm seeing so many draws this weekend. I really hope it comes true because Sunderland and Fulham, this is a tricky one. I'm going to say Sunderland or draw. Only because, guys, for the longest time, Sunderland were unbeaten at home. They and Arsenal were the only 2 teams left in the Premier League that were unbeaten at home. They're playing at home. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here. Guys, if I'm being realistic, Spurs is the worst team to bank on if you want a successful Arsenal hate watch because Arsenal have